Good afternoon. This is Nanny from Booties and Bonnets. I'm joined here by my two sweet little babies, my reborns, little Emma, and she's currently wearing a little lavender outfit, but I decided it's getting rather cool here, so it was time to change her into something a little warmer. It's definitely feeling more fall-like up here, and here in Wisconsin where I live. So I thought I'd change little Emma, and then I'll change my little Noah here. He's in his little summer outfit, and he's the Grant sculpt, and so I hope to change him into something a little warmer. It's hard to believe summer is over pretty much, and I've been watching a really fun tag, and it's by Suzanne's Babies from the UK. And Suzanne, thank you for bringing this tag to us. It's really a fun one, and it really makes us really think about why we collect the reborns we do. And I've been collecting for about 3 years, and I just don't get tired of it. It's just a very calming, I love this hobby and the clothing and the babies and everything. So, and 3 years ago I collected my first reborn doll, and since then I've just fallen in love with them. And of course my little Grant doll here, little Noah, he was the first reborn I ordered from a nursery. It was an artist from Precious Pearl Nursery that I purchased this sweet little boy from. So I thought while I dress little Emma, I can just kind of chat a little bit about how I got into collecting dolls. I guess I would have to start from the time I was a little girl. Going back many years ago. I'm in my 50s now. We lived in South America, and I've got photos of when I was about 3 years old holding my first baby doll. And my mom even said that I could not let go of this little doll, that I had to take her everywhere I went. I dressed her in baby clothes. And I was about 3 years old, so I was very young. So my love for baby dolls or babies started when I was about 3. And then when I was about 6 or 7, I used to go to a lot of doctor's appointments, eye doctor appointments, because I needed glasses and that, and my mom wanted to make it as special as possible so that I wouldn't be scared. And so she would, after we went to eye doctor appointments, she would take me to the dime store down in Columbia, and she would say, you can pick one thing, anything that you'd like. And guess what? Where I ended up going was the baby department, and I would buy a blanket or an outfit or something. It had to be a real baby item for my doll. So, and I just could not wait to go to the store and pick out something cute for my babies. So little Emma is wearing a really cute onesie. It's got a little elephant, and it's pink. Isn't she just a little sweetheart? She's one that I created myself. So we'd go to the dime store, and I'd pick out a baby outfit. So I was maybe 6 or 7 years old at the time, and then and that's where I really started loving dolls and babies and all that. And I remember we'd go for walks, and I'd see a baby buggy, somebody pushing a baby buggy, and right away I had to go over and check out the baby. I had to go see what the baby looked like. And so my mom, I still remember those days very vividly. And then when I was about 8 years old, my aunt had my cousin, and I was very fortunate to get to go for a whole month and visit her when the baby was just born. And I got to hold my little cousin. And she was only like a week old, maybe 2 weeks old. And I can show you a photograph. I actually love this photo. This is me right here. And I'm holding my cousin. I still remember I was about 7 or 8 years old. And I was not afraid to hold babies. I just thought it was such a special thing. So I got to spend about a month there helping her take care of my cousin. And maybe I'll put it a little closer so you can really see my picture there. And she even let me help her change the diapers and feed the baby. And I remember my cousin had the most beautiful bassinet with lace and everything, which I just was in awe of. It was just a beautiful bassinet. So anyway, that's another memory I have of having held a baby, and how special that was. So anyway, so I'll keep going with my story. Then when I was in high school, or middle school, I decided to be a Red Cross volunteer. Valentine, they used to call them, and I got to wear a really cute striped pinafore with like stripes, blue and white stripes, and had the privilege of getting to deliver flowers to all the new mommies at the hospital. I must have been about 13 or 14. And so I'd go to the hospital, and all the flowers would be on a cart, and I had such a privilege to go to the new mommies' rooms and deliver flowers for them. And of course, guess where I ended up going? I could not wait to go to the nursery and see all the new babies. So that was such a meaningful thing for me. I could just sit there and see all the different babies, and they were maybe just born, or they were a week old, or not a week old, a couple days old. And I was just in awe of all the babies. So again, I had the privilege of being able to see more babies and everything. And then also in middle school and high school, I did a lot of babysitting. So I remember one summer taking care of a little boy that was about 2 weeks old, 2 or 3 weeks old, and his mom trusted me, and I got to take care of him for the whole summer while my sister took care of his little brother. So I got to take care of the infant, and I just always felt very comfortable taking care of babies. It was always a very comforting thing for me, and so I loved doing that. So I remember doing a lot of babysitting with babies and young children. By the way, I wanted to show you some very special booties here that my grandmother, my aunt in South America, made for my son when he was born. It's like a little pair of little booties. I think they're really special. So I thought I'd put those on little Emma today. So yeah, I felt very privileged that summer having taken care of this little boy, this infant. And I felt like he was my little baby, actually. I mean, I could feed him and change him, and my sister was right there, so if I needed help, she could kind of help me with him, which was really neat that the two of us could be together and share special times together and that. So, and my sister did not feel comfortable taking care of newborns, whereas I felt very comfortable. So it worked out really good for the two of us. So anyway, besides the volunteering at the hospital, I got to babysit a lot in high school and middle school. And I just love taking care of little ones or children, young children. And then after I went to college, let's see, I was trying to think what happened. Yeah, anyway, in high school I was very active with babies and stuff. And then I had my children, my 2 kids, my son and daughter. And a lady asked me if I could volunteer and help her. She was having a babysitting class, and she asked if I'd be willing to help her teach the class. And she said, and make sure to bring your kids along. And my son and daughter were my son must have been under a year old, and my daughter was like 3 or 3.5. And I felt very honored to go help her out with the babysitting class. And I went there, and I helped, we taught the children, the high school kids, what babysitting involved and the responsibilities of taking care of a baby or a child. I still remember going to the Y for that and having a class for the kids who wanted to learn how to babysit. Oh, so here's little Emma. She's all dressed in her little gown. I love this little gown. It's got like little kitty cats and a little giraffe. And I've always loved pink on little baby girls. So I thought she looked pretty sweet. So I'm going to put her in her crib. Oh, I've got her little crib right here. And then I'll get little, little Noah dressed, because he's dressed in a warm, summery outfit. There she is. What do you all think? My sweet little girl. There she is. So yeah, I felt really privileged to get all these opportunities to take care of little ones. And then of course I had my own 2 children, and I really enjoyed, being a mom is something very special. And then they got older and they left. Now they're both on their own, and I really miss them. And so when I discovered Reborn Dolls, I just totally fell in love with them. I love dressing them. I love interacting with them. They're so lifelike. I think that's what I love about collecting reborns. I love picking out baby clothes for them. And of course, when my kids were little, I bought a lot of hand-me-downs. And, because we had to kind of be careful with money. I got to stay home with my 2 children. So I never really had a chance to go out and buy a lot of new clothes. Well, now with these dolls, it's kind of fun to go look for baby clothes. I really enjoy that, going out and seeing what's out there, what are the newest things for babies, and that. So I've really enjoyed this hobby. On days where I feel kind of stressed out or where I need a little relaxation time, a happy place to be, I love being here with the dolls. And I know a lot of people wonder how we can love this hobby, but until you really, for those of us who love dolls, I think we know why we love the hobby. It really is very fulfilling for many of us. Anyway, I'm going to dress little Noah here. Sorry, I'm trying to think what I want to say. So I'm going to put these little suspender pants on. It says Gone Fishing. So he's going to wear that. I love little suspenders on, like these little pants with suspenders for babies. I think they look really cute. So he's going to wear that. And then I'm going to put this little top. And it's got some little dinosaurs yeah, so I thought that was really cute. I bought that at a consignment shop. I do buy a lot of things at thrift stores also, even though I like to look at real baby things. I mean, like new baby items. I love to go thrifting. So yeah, then I got started into collecting my reborns, and then I decided to start painting them, creating them. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and then I saw some about using air dry paints, and I just fell in love with creating them. I still have a couple dolls currently for sale on reborns.com. My nursery name is Nani's Little Darlings Nursery. So I've made 2 of them, and they're still for sale. I really enjoyed creating these sweet babies, these sweet reborns. So I'd love it if you could go look at my nursery on reborns.com and see. There are a lot of all the artists there are just amazing, and there are a lot of babies to pick from, to pick, and so there are boys and girls and open-eyed and closed-eyed, and well, I wanted to show you something while little Noah is kind of thinking here. He's such a little pensive little boy. I have maybe shown you these before. These are booties that I bought when I was a little girl for my dolls. And in South America, they usually came as a set. So these are like little escarpines and manoplas. So this was for like newborn babies. And so I bought that for my dolly when I was little. So it's quite old. I mean, these are like 40 years old at least. So I bought those. And then my sister had a pair for her dolly, and so she had those, which I kept. And anyway, so those were the kind of things I loved shopping for when I was little, and dressing my dollies. And so anyway, so I'm really let's see, what else could we talk about? Oh, I was going to show you one more thing too. I better dress little Noah, and then I can show you one more thing that I wanted to show you. Like I said, this tag is it's a lot of fun to do because it really makes us think why this hobby is so enjoyable for us, and that it's, for many of us, it gives us emotional support, or we just love the dolls for who they are. And let me check that I'm videotaping. Oh yes, there it is. My baby's there. Oops, maybe I should move I'll move my other little one over here so you can see her. Oh, there she is. She's all sweet in her little pink robe. But so anyway, yeah, it's hard to believe it's September 3rd or 4th today. September 3rd, I think. Wow, where did the summer go? I pray for those people in the Bahamas who just went through the hurricane. I really pray that they'll get the help they need. And Mother Nature sure has a way of doing damage, and I just hope everybody's gonna be all right. I pray for all the people down there. And we don't realize how much destruction Mother Nature can do. And little Noah, oh, he's such a sweet boy. But there he is. And I'll put a pacifier on his mouth so he looks really cute. There we go. Little Noah. There. Where did his little pacifier go? There it is. He's got a magnetized passy. That's another thing I learned how to do with reborns, is how to magnetize pacifiers. That's all part of the fun of the hobby, is doing that, is creating all these new things. There you go. There he is. What do you all think? There's little Noah. He's all ready to go for the fall. Nice and warm. Yep, I love suspender pants with suspenders. Look at that. I thought the artist did a beautiful job on him. So anyway, I just thought I'd come on and just talk about why I collect dolls, and thank you so much for joining me, and I'll be doing a video soon again. So, and everybody have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.